Camp WALABEAR, Camp WALABEAR, by the banks of lovely lake while you wait. Camp WALABEAR, Camp WALABEAR, come on in and let us show you around the place. Even when it's raining, we got sunshine. At WALABEAR, we always have a fun time. Camp WALABEAR, Camp WALABEAR, come early and you'll never leave too late.
Everybody having fun at camp? Good? Pretty neat. We have to do some neat stuff today, huh? Everybody ready? Well, I wonder what our old pal the WALABEAR has for us. What ho, hoo ha, it looks like a cartoon. I wonder who it could be. That's about as funny as a trip to the dentist. Cartoons are pretty darn swell. Well, hey there. Looks like you caught me working on something big. But when you're the world's smallest gillionaire, everything's big. But anyway, I'm glad you're here, because today I'd like to talk about cartoons. Yeah, sure, cartoons are fun and they can be silly, but they play a very important part in history. In fact, cartoons have been around for centuries. For instance, the ancient Egyptians used cartoons, except they didn't call them cartoons. They called them hieroglyphics. Now, the Egyptians used hieroglyphics to record things that happened to them throughout their history. And as a result, we have a pretty good idea of what they were all about. So it seems that the Egyptians left a lot more behind than just the pyramids. And speaking of leaving, I need to get back to work. So until next time, keep plugging. And always remember that you're never too small to think big. Well, happy campers, remember that way swell cartoon we found earlier? Yeah! Well, we're going to meet the man that created it, Mr. Fred, the Cartoon Man. Here he is now!
Hey!
Good to see you.
How's everybody? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you something about cartooning, okay? First, I'm going to tell you a story. And this is a true story. Many years ago, there was a little boy by the name of Walter. He looked something like this. And Walter, like all little boys, was always in trouble, okay? Running. See how easy a cartoon is? Okay. One day, little Walter was running to the tree because he saw an owl sitting in the tree. And he thought, if I go up the tree and grab the owl, I'll make it a pet. So he shimmied up the tree, grabbed the owl by the feet, and the little owl was killed. That's the sad part. But there's a story behind this. Now, little Walter felt so bad that he cried, spent a couple of days grieving, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. His mother worried about him. Then he got one of these and he began to do this. Began to draw like that, okay? Then after a while he began to draw things like this, little animals. And he became pretty good at it. Drew a tail, the tail wagged. You know what his last name was? Disney. Little Walter Disney. And can you imagine what we would have if we had lost this man? We have all those wonderful movies, Disney World, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and all because of a little fellow that loved a cartoon. But cartooning is all imagination. Coleman, come up here and help me out with something, will you? Let me tell you what I want you to do. I want you to draw a couple of squiggly lines way up high. Attaboy. One more. That's fine. Let's see what we can do with that. Boy, that's a toughie. Let's make that a little man running, because guess what? It's raining. See?
Huh.
That was simple, wasn't it?
Pretty darn swell.
Yeah. How about you trying one?
Okay.
You're a big kid.
Let's see. Wow.
Okay? Let's see what we can do with that. That's a piggy. They're watching a cob of corn flying through the air, see? Not bad, huh? Your turn. Let's go. Do it right here. Nice and dark. There you go. Okay. What do we got there? You know what we've got? A ghost.
Ooh.
See?
Pretty darn scary, huh? Happy
How
camping.
about that, huh? Well, we got some new pens. Let me see one of those. Will you hold that for me? Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go. Try something. All right.
These are some of the best squigglers I've ever seen.
Okay. Let's see you turn that into something. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, let's see. There's a lady with a new hairdo. Maybe that's your mama, huh? Your turn. Okay.
Yeah, here.
Good. Okay. You're gonna make
Multiple squiggles.
You're gonna make it tough on me, aren't you? Okay. What we got here is a man dancing with a lady. See? And they're holding on to each other, and he's so happy. That's your daddy and your mama's anniversary. See the new shoes? We haven't had you up here yet. Come on up here. You look like the one with all the talent. Uh-oh. That's not so bad. What do you see there? You tell me. I do too. You know who I see? I see somebody that's talking too much, right? Right? That's you? Yeah. Well, maybe that is you. So why don't I give you some hair and make you a little girl? See? There you go. Oh, you know who we haven't had yet? The bear. Let's get the bear over here.
Our old pal, the
and
WALABEAR.
see what
Come on down.
WALABEAR can do for us.
Okay.
There you go. Right here. Good.
Oh my.
Thank you
What could it
very
be?
much. And what we have here is a king. A big king. What do you think of that?
Pretty darn swell.
See, that's not so tough, is it?
No, it's not. Well, we'll be back right after this.
Okay. Well, let's get back to cartooning, and I want to tell you a little something about the thing we call imagination. Now, in here you've got a mind, right? Inside the mind you've got imagination, which means you can make pictures. And pictures can be very helpful because it makes people feel better. Isn't that right? Tell you what I've done. See these faces? These are people that you run into every day when you go to school, when you're whatever you're doing. But if you use imagination, you can change them. Let me take this nose right here, okay? But let me take this lady right here and put her on this nose and see what happens. See how it changes?
Kind of looks like my third grade teacher.
I thought it looked like my fourth grade teacher. Of course, I went to school when Abraham Lincoln was president, but that's neither here nor there. Now, let's take this guy, no, let's take this lady here and put this nose on her. Let's see what happens. See how that changes? And what teacher does that remind you of? Fifth grade teacher. But you see how those simple changes mean a lot because you're using your what? Your imagination.
Kind of like
right?
hubcaps on a car.
Like hubcaps on a car. Now watch. What does that look like to you?
Donut.
Looks like a donut. All right. Here's another donut. Okay.
Are these glazed donuts?
These are sugar donuts. That one's got nuts all over it. Let your imagination go. Watch. Looks like your school principal, doesn't it? It doesn't? It is? Okay, well, let's draw yours. This is your principal. See? In this case, though, she's got ladies' hair, and she's smiling. She's got earrings. See?
I know she doesn't have very much hair. Is that probably because she's pulled a lot of it out?
Let's give her a little bit more.
Okay.
Now, imagination will make you, okay, this fella's sad, so you make him sad. She's happy, so you make her neck long, see? Isn't that right? Nothing to it. This fellow is timid. Look at the little bitty eyes. But he just got good news, so now he's happy. His hair is up. But this fellow is mad. Watch how mad is shown.
Looks like he's not a very happy camper.
He's not a happy camper. You know why? Because he's not with us. Even his ears are ringing because he's not happy. And if he's not happy, you put those little marks on his nose, which means he's mad. See how simple that is? One more thing. When you draw a cartoon, you draw eyes. You can draw eyes like this. You can draw eyes like this. Or you can draw eyes like this. Or you can draw eyes like that. Okay.
The eyes have it.
Which one of these eyes should I put on that face? What do you think? That's a toughie, isn't it? The little bitty ones? All right. Let's put them right here. But let's give this person a big nose. Whoa. Happy? Real happy? Okay. You can't show your teeth, but let's give you some of those little bangs. What do you say? Look at that. Well, I'm doing the drawing, so you're going to get little bangs, okay? There you go. Voila.
Pretty darn
Nothing
swell.
to it. See? That's it.
That's pretty darn swell, Mr. Fred. And why don't we see what Salesman Solly has to say about all this?
How you doing? Solly's the name, selling's the game. Look, I know you're busy, so I'll be brief. I'm an idea man, and have I got an idea for you? You want to know what it is? Of course you want to know what it is. Cartoons. Is that an idea or what, huh, baby? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Cartoons are funny, they're entertaining, blah, blah, blah. But, and it's a big but, did you know that cartoons can sell things? That's right. How? Simple. Commercials. Every day, cartoons are used in all different types of commercials to sell all types of different things, like bubble gum, bathroom cleaner, cars, you name it, baby, cartoons can sell it. So what am I saying? Simple. If you're interested in being a cartoonist or something like that, there's more opportunity than just the Saturday morning shows or the funny papers. So, what am I saying? Easy. Cartoons are a serious business, so take them seriously. Think about it, and you'll be sold. Hey, trust me.
Guess what, happy campers? The news is next.
This is a Camp WALABEAR special edition of Action News 10.
Good morning, happy campers. I'm Eleanor Reynolds, and this is WALABEAR News. It was a day of triumph and great victory for some special athletes. They got a chance to demonstrate their talents this week at the Special Olympics in Bruton. More than 100 physically and mentally challenged athletes competed in several track and field events. Thanks to the hard work of many dedicated volunteers, organizers said the event was a great success, and congratulations to all of you. You know, everybody has some special ability that they can do fairly well. But when someone's natural ability allows them to do something that others have to study and practice for years to do, then that's when we take notice. Such is the case for 5-year-old Joey McCoy of Canton, Mississippi. He's been playing the piano since he was 4 years old. His grandmother says Joey plays mostly hymns. He just sits down at the piano and plays all of this beautiful music. Sometimes Joey and his grandmother team up and play together. She sings. Now she's trying to get a piano teacher for him who hopefully will further enhance Joey's incredible natural ability to play the piano. It's the time of year when everyone wants to get out for a walk, and if you've never seen the outside world like Uzuri, this first glimpse was quite a treat. The baby giraffe was born in October at the Brookfield Zoo in Chicago. The herd will remain outside at the zoo's Habitat Africa until late fall. Well, that's WALABEAR News for today. I'm Eleanor Reynolds. Thanks for joining us, and remember, study hard, obey your parents, and be kind to your brothers and sisters. Bye-bye.
And we're back. And of course, we're having a regular Cartoonorama here at Camp WALABEAR, huh?
Ooh.
All right. You know, a little early on, our happy campers had a chance to doodle here on Mr. Fred's sketch pad. And in fact, we're going to have one of our happy campers do a cartoon right here, right now. Coleman, step right up to the pad and let's see your stuff. What you going to draw for us today?
Dog.
A dog. All right. Here we go.
Press real hard, Coleman. Okay.
Oh, my. Looky there.
Whoa. That looks like a little Sheltie dog with long feet. Isn't that something?
There we go. That's pretty darn swell. How about a big hand for Happy Camper Coleman, huh?
There you go.
All right. Well, Mr. Fred, what else do you have for us?
Well, let me tell you why I think cartooning is kind of a neat thing. You know, it's not just a matter of drawing funny lines. It's a matter of what we call a sense of humor. Sense of humor is something that's inside of us. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to go to the drugstore to get it. A doctor doesn't prescribe it, but it makes you feel better. Isn't that right? When you laugh or you smile, you've done this because you're always happy, and don't you feel good for it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but as you start to grow up, you're going to run across this. Let me show you. Okay. You're going to run across somebody that looks like this. Okay? You don't know who this is, but I'll tell you in a minute. All right. See those fangs? This is what we call Mr. Worry. He's always worried, and as you grow older, you're going to find you're going to run into worries, and you're going to worry and worry. But if you smile, if you laugh, if you cartoon, if you tell jokes, if you look on the light side, after a while, Mr. Worry doesn't look so bad. He looks something like that. See how much smaller he got? In fact, maybe a little smile. Because you see, what laughter does is it tones down all the serious stuff in life. Let's try another one. Okay, this one is Mr. All right? This one is Mr. You know who that is? That's Mr. Problems.
Judging by the way he looks, it seems like he has a few.
He's got a couple. Your daddy might come home, your mother might come home and say, I got a problem. But what do they do about their problems? They solve them. But if you look on the light side, if you look on the pleasant side, after a while, the problem looks a little bit more like this. See? See how those ears got smaller? And it's not so bad. Now, I'll tell you something. If you look at problems with a sense of humor, they're not so bad. You've had problems, you've had problems, you've had problems, Coleman's had problems. Have you ever had problems?
Oh, yes.
But you know what he just did? He laughed and smiled, didn't he? Okay? Okay, now, one other thing. You ever see kids at school like this? They're just grumpy little kids. You've seen them. They're always out there, grumpy. You don't want to be that way, do you? And you won't be if you smile. Now, sense of humor is a wonderful thing, but let's draw, okay, a little girl. What do you say?
Okay.
A happy little girl.
A happy camper.
Happy camper. Okay. And she's got her little overalls on. Happy. You know why? She knows how to laugh. She knows how to worry. I mean, she knows how not to worry. Chalk that last one. Okay, here she is with an old buddy. This guy doesn't worry either. He's always happy. Okay? See? I think something's missing there. I know what it is.
The end.
And that's the rest of the story.
And speaking
See?
of the end, that does it for another day here at Camp WALABEAR. We'd like to thank Mr. Fred, the cartoon man,
It was
for
a
coming
pleasure.
and spending some time with us. Don't forget to write us here at Camp WALABEAR, P.O. Box 1548, Mobile, Alabama, 36633. If we use your knock-knock jokes, riddles, letters, or videos on the air, you'll get one of these Wastewell Camp WALABEAR t-shirts. So happy campers, until next time, see ya!